a complete short film, Pure Black by Alex Hollister. Over black, a distorted circus music version of Wedding March plays. Exterior, Starbright Circus, evening. A field packed with trailers painted with circus murals. The wedding music muffled from inside a big top tent. Big top tent, a steaming pile of shit. Beneath the arse of one of two elephants facing each other, trunks entwined to form an arch. The center ring set up as a wedding aisle, a seated congregation of clowns, lion tamers, and sword swallowers. A strongman beneath the trunk arch faces them. No shirt, just a priest collar, near popping off his muscular neck.
Do you, Katya Chernova, take Christoph Faust for your lawful?
His eyes flick to empty space where the bride should be, then to the nonplussed groom. Christopher Faust, 40s, intense eyes, Houdini type in a vintage wedding suit. A pocket watch dangles from his hip, his gaze fixed on the elephant dung. Not a good sign.
Are you sure we should continue? It's customary for the bride to be.
Keep going. She'll drop in soon enough. You know what Katya's like.
He checks his pocket watch. Reflected in the glass, a white speck high in the rafters. Gets bigger. Closer.
She loves to make an entrance.
The white speck, an aerial silk acrobat, unfurling from a long sheet of white fabric as she falls. Katya Chernova, 30s, Russian, poise and grace of someone born to the circus.
Of course. Where was I? Lawful husband to having to hold on to as you swing the trapezes of life from this day forward until from a death plunge do you part.
Mid-plunge, Katya pulls a ring from her dress as Christoph extends his finger, and in one fluid move, as she jolts to the end of the silk, she slips the ring onto his finger.
I fucking well do.
Confusion turns to laughter, a standing ovation. Only one stays seated. Ringmaster, 50s, a stern whip cracker. He glares as Katya drops into Christoph's arms. Starbright Circus night, a trailer with circus mural of Christoph, lightning crackling from his eyes. Text, the amazing hypnosis of Christopher Faust. Christoph sits on the roof, arm around Katya, sat with her back to him between his legs.
That's what I love about you, Kat. You got a flair for the dramatic.
Something to remember us by. Did you tell anyone we're leaving?
Would it matter if I did?
A smile. He pulls out the pocket watch, dangles it over her shoulder, lets it swing back and forth.
You are getting sleepy. When you awake, you will remember nothing.
Not a bad idea. Erase our lives from their memory. If we never existed, no one comes looking for us.
Not that simple. You can't force people to act against their nature.
He swings the watch in front of her eyes.
For our honeymoon tonight, you will perform unspeakable acts of depravity.
Nice try, mister. I told you before, that voodoo shit don't work on me.
She stops the watch swinging, reads the inscription. Sometimes, to move forward in time, we need only change direction.
Handed down by my father. We come from a long line of stage hypnotists.
See? I should know that. A month? It's not enough time to get to know each other. Maybe we acted too soon.
When you know, you know.
Holds up his ring hand, inscription around the band. Beneath the tightrope of life, I'll be there when you fall.
It was love. First time I saw you up there, lit up like a goddamn angel.
Her smile twitches. A hint of doubt. She holds up her ring hand, same inscription. He clasps the back of her hand. Fingers entwine, rings slide together. His wobbles.
Didn't have time to get it adjusted. Does it not fit right?
Almost perfect. It comes a little loose when the temperature drops.
Then I consider it my wifely duty to find some way to warm you up.
She pushes him on his back, slides up onto him, getting down to it when he spots something.
Katya! He's leaving. It's showtime.
Ringmaster exits an office trailer, walks across the site. A beat. Christoph pulls out a balaclava. Ringmaster trailer later. A flashlight beam shines on an open safe in a dark office. Christoph's balaclava head peers inside. Stack of bills. Crumpled. Used. Circus takings. He scoops the money into a suitcase open at the foot of the safe. Moments later, Christoph slinks between caravans, case in hand, until he reaches a trailer. A mural of Katya wrapped in silk. The death-defying feats of Katya Turnova. He pulls off the balaclava as Katya emerges from inside, dragging two bulging suitcases.
Kitchen sink?
Bolts were on too tight.
He follows her eye to his case, lowers his voice.
Way more than expected. Tour money for the whole year. It'll teach the old man to start using banks.
He takes one of her cases. They creep to an old Buick parked down the track. Written on the back window, just shackled. Christoph slips on a heap of dung, glares down at soiled shoes, at the tiger cages, adjusts his grip on Katya's case.
Which part of Pack Light was I unclear on? Bare essentials.
Leaving behind our friends and their wedding gifts? That's just cruel.
Exterior Roadkill Hotel, morning. Secluded. Seedy. The rooms face an empty parking lot. The property backs onto woodland. A dump. And one spooky-ass house shy of Psycho's Bates Motel. The Buick parks up to a rattle of juggling clubs tied to the rear bumper, replacing wedding tin cans. Room 9, moments later. Pokey. Flea market furniture and artwork. Katya sits on the bed beside an open suitcase, packed with wrapped gifts.
Not enough soap in the world.
He ducks out of the bathroom, soiled soap bar in hand, dung-stained boots in the other, tosses them out of the door.
Stolen bills and tiger shit. Not the way I pictured my wedding night.
I'll have you know, in olden times they used dung, hardened in keels, as a prophylactic. Many a man deflowered his new bride with his shit stick.
How romantic. Is that true?
Who knows? That's the power of words. Delivered with enough conviction, you can make a man believe or do anything. Just a few subliminal triggers hidden between the lines, like I taught you.
Katya takes out a gift. The wrapping paper hangs off. She unwraps the box. A set of saucepans.
We should have used it to tell our friends to next time maybe present the gifts a little better, please.
Better present next time, please. Sentence construction was a little clumsy there, but you're getting there.
She opens another gift. Kitchen knives. Slides one out. Pulls the bedside cabinet away from the wall. Carves into the backboard. Pure black and Faust forever.
You're a goddamn artist, Katya.
Forever, baby. Who needs gifts? I got the best present of all.
She walks over and he strokes his chest, then heads for the bathroom. Her eyes on one of the cases.
You meant the money.
A smile, playful shrug. Did I? She runs the shower. Christoph unzips the money case, pulls out a whiskey bottle.
Heading out to the icebox, babe.
Room 9 moments later, Christoph steps outside, glass in hand, walks around the corner to an icebox, flips open the hatch, scoops cubes up in the glass, walks back around the corner. A truck now passed next to the Buick. Barely 6 seconds passed. Where did it come from? He glances to the room. Door ajar. But he closed it. A sense of dread. Room 9, Christoph stumbles inside. Bathroom door open. Can only see her feet kick in panic. Splashing soapy water pooled on the floor. Katya on her back. Red coattails overlap the boot heels of the man knelt astride her. Ringmaster.
You steal my money, bitch!
Christoph grabs a knife from the bed, enters the bathroom. Ringmaster, dressed in his tunic, knelt over Katya, still in her wedding dress. His hands squeeze her throat. Christoph drives the blade through his neck, spraying blood over Katya beneath, staggers back into the bedroom. Panic! He drags the money case off the bed. Latch springs open, scattering cash bundles. He drops to his knees, scooping them into the case as Ringmaster slumps against the sink.
Cat, we have to go. Get changed and pack your things. Cat. Katya!
Katya's feet haven't moved.
Katya.
That dread again. He steps into the bathroom, crouches to check on her, hidden around the corner of the door frame. A beat. He steps back into the frame, hand over his mouth, perches on the edge of the bathtub beside Ringmaster's body. Deathly silence. Then a glass to the bundles of money. A set of saucepans on the bed. Up at the bathroom window.
I'm so sorry, Katya. The money. I can't go down for this.
Exterior of room 9, rear window. Later, Christoph yanks Katya's body, wrapped in the shower curtain, through the open bathroom window. Whoop! Her body lands with a meaty thud beside Ringmaster's corpse, wrapped in sheets, slumped against the wall. Exterior woodland, night. Rain heavy now. Christoph on his knees, frenetic, using this frying pan to dig a pit, catches his breath, then drags the first body into the shallow grave. Room 9 bathroom, later. He scrubs blood from the floor, uses the last of a bottle of bleach, his eye on the soiled soap. It'll have to do. He kneads it into a flannel, keeps scrubbing, leaving tiny streaks of soapy tiger shit between floor tiles. Interior, exterior Buick, moments later. Christoph pulls away from the motel, now receding in the distance, money case on the passenger seat. He's a wreck, frantic, drums his fingers on the wheel, spots specks of blood on his hands, and something else. His wedding ring missing, slipped off. His panicked eyes check the rear view. Does he turn back? Hands shaking, he drives on. On the case, becoming tattered, well-worn, loose hinges, a stop-motion time-lapse of the case aging. Super, 5 years later. Interior, exterior, Christoph sedan, same. Christoph changed too. Sharp suit, clean shaven, more businessman than stage act. He parks outside room 9. A lot changed. The sign, Bates Motel, a psycho theme. Under renovation, construction machines around a half-built pool. He drags the case off the back seat. A note underneath. I know what you did to your wife. Book room 9, 11/17/2020, 9 p.m. Bring whatever's left of the money. Bates Motel reception later. Christoph slides his ID over the counter to a spitting image of Norman in Psycho, 30s, motel manager. He glances up at the clock, 8:45 p.m. On a shelf of stuffed birds.
Brave choice of theme.
Bad lot of good it did us. Most folks around here wouldn't know Hitchcock from their own cock. Kids ring up asking for Master Bates Hotel. Fucking Philistines. On the bright side, less showers. Saves a fortune on water bills.
Christoph looks out of the window at the pool construction site.
Not going to be hammering away, are they? I'm expecting company.
Construction ceased indefinitely. We came under pressure from the council the day we broke ground. Built on some kind of secret Indian burial site or something. Doesn't seem to bother them when they got a casino to build.
Well, much as I'd like to stay and share in all the casual racism.
He holds out his hand. Norman grabs key 9 from a rack behind him, slides them across the counter.
Here we go. Room 9. The bridal suite. And if you and the lady want the night to really go with a bang,
He discreetly slides a bag of pills across the counter.
I can dig up some refreshments.
Not that kind of company. And you do well to mind your own business.
Of course. One of my many failings. I like to call a spade a spade.
Yeah, I got that from the Indian comment. A business must be booming during your clan rallies.
Norman stares blankly. Christoph heads for the exit.
There was a happy ending to this. Council agreed to let us build the pool out in the woods back there.
Christoph, filled with dread, he stumbles outside. Room 9 later, gaudy pink, heart-shaped bed. Some of the old fittings remain. Christoph paces, keeping his eyes from the bathroom where Katya died. Focuses on framed artwork. An aerial shot of the motel, his gaze fixed on the woodland area. Something reflected in the glass. The bedside cabinet behind him. He pulls it away from the wall, carved on the back, pure black and Faust forever. Where did that question mark come from? Freshly carved. He pulls out his pocket watch, the inscription, 2 key words, time, direction, a watch on one side. He flips the other side open, a compass. Moments later, Christoph steps outside, a man on a mission. He glances to a spade propped against a nearby JCB, grabs the spade and moves into the trees, compass in his other hand, tracking the needle north. Exterior woodland later, a mound of dirt, shallow grave dug up. Christoph stares down in shock at the ringmaster's decomposed skeleton. No Katya. A voice in his head. Echoes of the conversation with Norman back in reception.
Kids ring up asking for Master Bates Hotel. Fucking Philistines.
He picks out key words, whispered under his breath.
Ring. Master.
Oh, fuck. He drops the spade. Norman's voice is in his head again.
Came under pressure from the council the day we broke ground. Built on some kind of secret Indian burial site or something.
Underground. Secret. Burial.
Key words, implanted in his head by Norman earlier.
I can dig up some refreshments. I like to call a spade a spade.
He stares down at the spade. His eyes unglaze, like coming out of a trance. She fucking hypnotized him.
Someone's been honing her skills. Sent the note, paid off the manager.
Silence. Then a familiar voice from the darkness.
A few subliminal triggers. You always did love my, how did you put it? Flair for the dramatic.
Dig up. Spade. Burial. He gave him a script. Just enough key words to induce a program response.
A hypnotic state. Just like you taught me. Which led you here, to what you thought was my grave.
A memory. 5 years ago. A hand bursts out of the grave. Katya claws to the surface, swathed in a bloody shower curtain.
It's been 5 years. You're not going to come out of the shadows?
I like the darkness. And you remember what my name means in Russian?
Katya Shanova. Pure. Black.
Somewhere, dogs bark. Flashlights sweep the trees.
When did you call them?
The moment you took the spade. See, as I learned the technique, power of suggestion, I realized how you got me to marry you. Why it felt so wrong.
I did love you, Katya. I thought you were dead. Forgive me.
I do. But I doubt they will.
Her voice fades off. Flashlights from all directions. Police officers emerge from trees. Beam shines on the grave. They pull their guns. Christoph raises his hands. A wry smile as he spots a metal glint coming from the grave. His missing wedding ring. The inscription, beneath the tightrope of life. I'll be there when you fall. Fade out.